Hi Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it as a bunch of cards come out. I was only wanting one card, but I have several here and I'm actually going to keep all of these because what I was going to say before that is, wow, this energy feels intense and thick. I don't know if that's the correct term for this, but it just feels like, I don't know, heavy, like dense energy. I don't know if you're feeling that as well, Taurus, or you're just feeling a little bit of a fog around you, or maybe things piling up on your plate right now. There could be a lot of heaviness in the energy in general, right? But that's kind of the feeling that I get going into this reading. And then so it makes sense that I got like a mini book here that fell out right at the beginning. So I'm going to quickly run through these and see what we have. We have the second house of assets, Cancerian, Pisces energy, Leo energy, the card of Saturn, Gemini energy out twice. So you could have any of those placements in your chart or be dealing with people or a person who has that in their chart, and or this is just the influencing vibes. So what does this talk about? This talks about your material world, your possessions, your talent, what you do for a living. It also talks about your emotional self and feeling that hypersensitive almost energy that's coming through planetarily right now as well. And then there's like this motivating drive to stay practical, to stay grounded, and yet at the same time be open to new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things, information, learning new things. You have the card of communication, and it's also highlighting your social circle or your social network. So you could be making important connections around that area of your life during, this time frame, which it is Taurus season. And happy birthday. Oh my gosh, happy birthday to all of my Tauruses. This is just like a small, fun little note. But Taurus, you're one of my favorite zodiac signs, hands down. I'm an Aquarius. But I really do enjoy my fellow fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. But Taurus, I don't know, you guys just have such a chill vibe. Like, I just love hanging out with Taurus people. I feel like a calming effect on me. So anyways, that's what we have out to get us started. Let's see where this is headed and go a little bit deeper. We're going to get some Osho Zen cards out, and we're going to get an angel card out. Yeah, you may need to slow down a little bit because, again, it's like there's a lot going on, and not all of it bad, or really much of it bad. It's just a lot, and it can feel like a lot. It could feel like also that you're under a lot of pressure, and this may make you want to isolate or have you getting into your emotions, Taurus. So the encouragement is to stay disciplined, but give yourself a break when you need to, okay? And don't rush into any decision making during this time frame either. So isn't there a planet in retrograde? Yes, right? Are we in Mercury retrograde again? I'm a tarot reader, not an astrologer. I know people think that those are synonymous, but it is not. They're totally different fields, just FYI. Although I do try to pay attention to it best I can. But of course you get the Ten of Wands out as I'm talking about that. The Ten of Wands is that heavy, dense energy I was feeling earlier. Sometimes it could be taking on too much, or like this burdensome type of feeling. And I feel like that's what's truly crowning this reading, is this Ten of Wands. So let's dive deeper and see what you need to know as to how you can best get through the energy. And we're going to look at your head space and what's going on there, the heart space and what's going on in the emotions, and then the big spiritual picture. So, Taurus. The wheel. Okay, it's interesting that this song is coming through because I know for a fact this came through in a different reading. It's Adele, which I believe she is a Taurus as well. She says, say hello to your new lover. Treat her better. We've got to let go of all our goals. We ain't kids no more. Oh my gosh. Whose reading was that? If you remember what zodiac sign that was in, let me know. It might have been Aries. Anyways. So you have the Wheel, the Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Knight of Swords in the crowning energy. You won on the Knight of Swords. So yeah, there's opportunity here and divine timing, but there's also like this hyper fixation energy here, Taurus. What is this? The Ten of Pentacles. So there's two different ways that this could go, and it all depends on like where you're at vibrationally. Now, some of you, this hyperfixation is a good thing. Some of you are just determined to make a goal come true, make a dream come true, to build up your empire, build up your finances. And this is that fixed sign energy that I love so much, that only us fixed signs can do. When we set our mind on something, there's really nothing that's going to deter us, right? We go from point A to point B, and we don't usually deviate very easily. In Taurus, you're a very strong-willed sign. So if you have your mindset on something, you're going to go for it, right? Or you'll stay the course, even if the course gets a little bit heavy. And I feel like at times things may feel heavy, you know, like maybe you've taken on too much, but I don't feel that deterring you from continuing with whatever you've got your mind set on. Now, some of you, this is related to like building your empire up or your career. Others of you, yes, it could be a relationship, just bound and determined to get what you're deserving of in a relationship, or the security that you're looking for. But whatever it is, I'm definitely getting like a very fixed or a very determined energy here. And there's ample opportunities to come that are coming in that are going to help alleviate some stressors for you, Taurus. But there's also some work that may be needed on your behalf. Again, you have 3 cards of communication and information. So communication coming in that may help to ease the burden. I was trying to see what that was about. The 3 of Wands. So it could be information coming in about future plans, travel, movement of some sort here. I just feel like, yeah, you got your mind set on something here. And it's almost become an obsession, though. Let's go a little bit further. What is this about? 2 of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I just got the funniest image in my mind. It's from an old cartoon. He says, "Which way do we go, George? Which way do we go?" Don't mind my bad impression skills, okay? What is with this? Stay on my shoulder. Oh my gosh, ADD. Can you guys relate to ADD at all? Anyways, I was hearing which way do we go, okay? So there's the sense too of like weighing something out, pros and cons, trying to figure out which way do we go. Now, some of you, this could be as logistical or as, what's the word? Oh my gosh, where are my word finding skills? This could literally mean you might get lost, okay? Because I'm hearing sense of direction. Keep a sense of direction. Keep your cell phone on you if you're going to new places or you're traveling, all right? That's just a side note. Nothing to be fearful of, just like a helpful tip, okay? But I do want to take note of like this fog, this foggy energy. I'm losing words. I'm having trouble getting the message out. And I felt it at the very beginning, and then I got cards to confirm that, yeah, there's like this haziness that's here. And of course, I believe we are in a retrograde. That's what a retrograde would bring. So it does feel a little bit more heavy than it needs to, I guess, Taurus. So don't be hard on yourself during this time. Don't make things more difficult than they need to be, right? It's all right to go at your own pace, though, because I feel like there's like, it feels like that maybe you feel like you're being rushed or you're being pushed. And as a Taurus, this is your opportunity to kind of push back or say, whoa, or set some boundaries for yourself so that you don't overstimulate your mind or take on more than what's yours to take on. Because if you do, it begins to wear on you emotionally. And I see some emotional cards come up where it's just like, gosh, at the end of the day, not feeling like you have enough to give, or that what you've given was not enough, and then getting in your emotions about it. And it's just not helpful, right? Because first of all, your higher self is never looking at you through the eyes of disappointment. Other humans might, but your source is never looking through the eyes of any other emotion but love, right? So, you know, your higher self is not kicking you when you're down or thinking that you need to do or be better. That is conditioning of other humans who don't know their own worth, and therefore find some sort of pleasure out of judging others. And then we adopt that mindset, and then we start judging ourselves. It's enough, Taurus. If you've been judging yourself, like, please get out of your own way. First of all, you do not improve self by damning self, right? Like, a lot of people, me included, I used to think like if I just really beat myself up, if I'm just really hard on myself in my brain, then I will do better. But that's not how it works, because law of attraction does not work that way. If you are being hard on yourself, then law of attraction is just going to give you more and more and more and more thoughts that join, that are like that are difficult, until it wears you down, until you almost completely deplete yourself and feel like giving up altogether. So it's counterproductive to be difficult or hard on yourself, because your higher self never sees you that way. It sees you as perfect, as divine, as worthy. So why not see yourself like that? You know what I mean? Like, why not give yourself a little bit of grace and just be like, yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm good with who I am, flaws and all. I don't know why I'm giving you this little pep talk. Maybe some of you are having a hard day, or you need to hear that you're good. You're good. Okay. All right, so you have the Lovers here, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands. So in the emotional sector, things may have felt a little bit stagnant, or that they were a little bit still. Again, there's this back and forth energy. Some of you are trying to prioritize, you know, work plus relationship or family, or, you know, multiple things right now. And again, I feel it kind of weighing on the Taurus energy. So give yourself a break. There is the Lovers here, so a very strong connection showing up. And yet there may be distance there right now, whether emotional or physical. But behind that is the Ace of Wands. So there is passion here. Hold on a second. When it comes to the emotional life, the emotional portion of your life, I feel like there's something missing here. Or maybe like you're like, what am I missing here? Like, what is missing? Like, it should feel like things are coming together, or like this is right, but it feels like something's missing here. And yet the universe is trying to present you a missing puzzle piece during this time frame. Hold on a second. Okay. So, taking other people out of the equation, what is missing here is you giving yourself the same empathy and grace and love that you seem to be giving everyone else right now. Right? Because it's almost like, gosh, what is missing? And then the 10th wand wants to come in, but it just adds fuel to the fire. Like, it just adds more on your plate, not necessarily making it feel better. So it's almost like What's missing is you prioritizing you right now. Because if you take on, I don't know if you're taking on other people's work or burdens or what the heck this is. And on the brighter side, maybe you just have a lot of passion right now and a lot of goals that you're going towards, but it's almost like you're overwhelming yourself, or like if you add another project to this, it may be too much. So be careful about adding too much on your plate. Or other people's burdens, Taurus, because you do tend to take on other people's burdens. Feels complicated. I feel like you need to sit down and like really just kind of think through what needs to be done today, what can be done tomorrow, what is my responsibility, what is not my responsibility, and kind of sort and sift through this energy because it feels heavy. It feels like there's a lot involved. It feels like it's actually more simple than you think. But you won't find that clarity and that simplicity until you quiet your mind or you find a way to sit and mull over the situation a little bit more. So let's go into the spiritual aspect and go a bit deeper. 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. What in the world? 10 of Cups. 3 of Swords, the Moon, the Temperance card, and the King of Cups. Holy guacamole! I'm not saying that for dramatic effect. It's just me being me. Anyways, you got a lot going on here. This is a very complex reading, to be honest with you. So it's like this process of like working on it, working on yourself, you know, working towards your goals, but yet feeling at the end of the day depleted, even though you are aware that you have so many blessings around you because you are, and you know this, but it's the way that you're thinking about it that's causing you this sense of heaviness, not so much the reality or the actual situation at hand. Because see, now the situation is moving and it's changing, and all you need to do is adapt to the current by staying present. And the best way to declutter your mind, and this works, is to say to yourself, I am where I am, and that's where I should be. I am where I am. I am where I am. Doesn't matter where I've been. Doesn't matter where I'm headed. I am where I am now. And bring yourself back to the present moment now. What can you do right now, if anything, right? Because a lot of the things that we worry ourselves over are things that we can't even do anything about, or are out of our control, or maybe in the future. So, you know, don't pave your way to a future event through worrisome thought, right? So, like, say you have something in the future that you know you're worried about. That's not helpful to you, Taurus, and you thinking about it in that way is not going to hasten anything either. So it's almost like you have to take the mindset of, I'll deal with it when I get there. I'll deal with it when that day comes. You know, like every day is not guaranteed. You don't even know if you're going to get to that day. You know what I mean? Like, the only part of your life that you are ever in control of is now. The now moment. Right now. Right now, right now, right now. What can I do right now, right now, right now to feel a little bit better and feel a little bit better and feel a little bit better? And if you do that, and you care about how you feel right here, right now, and you change your thoughts to prioritize feeling good right here, right now, you do hasten more good feeling moments and thoughts, and things seem to go a bit smoother, and you definitely declutter your mind. So it's a process, right? Emotions may be running very high right now, especially if you've been hurt or you've got something, you know, weighing on you and emotionally as well. But again, there's some self-soothing that you can do around that energy, Taurus. If this is someone external from you, and I do feel like there's other people involved here. If there's someone external from you that's hurt you, I feel like they have a lot of emotion around it, remorse. All right, that's just an FYI. But yeah, it just feels like a lot. And again, some of you might be have company. A company. I don't know if you have unexpected company coming or company coming over. They're giving me the word company. Anyways, you may find yourself in good or bad company depending on where you keep your vibration point. Anyways, this is just, yeah, it's a little bit all over the place. I'm sorry, but this is how the energy is coming out. And so likely if you're connecting with this, this is how you're feeling right now. But the overall message here is that Taurus, you have the wherewithal to move through this energy, and it is your birthday season. And there's a lot going on because you're just that blessed. Like, you have a lot of things going on right now, but you can handle it. And again, there's a mixture of opportunity wanting to show itself to you and this sense of connection here that's showing up. But there's also a lot of overdoing it and exhausting yourself. So just be easy about it. Just be easy on yourself. That's the encouragement. What is the spiritual message? Reach out. It says, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's okay to accept support however it's presented to you. So again, Taurus, you don't have to take on everything alone. It's all right to ask for support if you need it during this time frame. Although, you know, I definitely know that you're capable. There does seem to be a lot of movement in the energy coming up, which is going to give way to a lot of opportunity in the future, right? But in the meantime, don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, I need a moment, I need a day, or I need a helping hand, and the universe will provide. So, wow, very interesting reading. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with. I have Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Gemini, Pisces again, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media accounts, all of it linked in the chat, as well as the description box, as well as the about section. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Taurus. And until next time, my friends, namaste.